60% of Americans want to ban TikTok. We're going to get into all the shocking details from the recent survey about TikTok. Recently, a poll was conducted asking questions about TikTok. Now be aware, this poll was conducted by the Convention of States Action and Trafalgar Group. The Convention of States Action is a conservative group against big government. So of course, they're going to oppose any issues about big tech spying on citizens. However, keeping their potential bias in mind, this is the first major poll about TikTok that gives us an indication of people's feelings about the company. Hopefully, more polls will be run on this question so we can get more data. Let us look at what they found. They asked over 1,000 potential voters in the US this question. Do you support efforts to remove TikTok from app stores now that the company has revealed that Americans' user data can be accessed by TikTok employees in China? 58.6% said they supported banning TikTok. One of the shocking things about this survey was that the responses were very politically divided. 76.8% of Republicans support banning TikTok, compared with only 39.2% of Democrats. Even more shocking, even young people are in support of banning TikTok. If we look at the 18 to 24 age range, including both Republicans and Democrats, 51% support banning TikTok. Even more shocking, if we look at the responses by ethnicity, the Asian community is the most opposed to TikTok. These are huge numbers. 76.1% of Asian responders wanted to ban TikTok, followed by 67.6% Hispanic, 58.1% white. Black responders were the most supportive of TikTok, with only 46% wanting to ban TikTok. I find this curious. Why would Asian responders be so against this Chinese company? Maybe we should be listening to what these Asian voters have to say. To make things worse, just this week, a news story broke that TikTok has dramatically increased its lobbying spending in the last year. If we look at the lobbying report filed by TikTok's parent company, ByteDance Inc. on July 22nd, 2022, we see that $2.1 million was spent last quarter alone. That is a 130% increase from last quarter, more than double. If we look at the bottom of the form, it shows the names of all the registered lobbyists. We can see that they are all employees of TikTok. So we are in a situation where a large amount of Americans want this company banned, but the politicians who would enact the ban are getting paid enormous amounts of money by TikTok. Just so you understand how this company works, TikTok is owned by ByteDance Inc. ByteDance is headquartered in Beijing, and like all Chinese companies, they are subject to influence by the Chinese Communist Party, which is well known for using social media to control its population. To see an example of this, you only have to look as far as TikTok's predecessor, an app called Nihon Duanzi. People used this app to share jokes. When people started sharing jokes that made fun of the Chinese Communist Party, the app was shut down, and ByteDance issued an apology stating, "The product has gone astray, posting content that goes against socialist core values." Some people may argue that the Chinese government has nothing to do with TikTok, but the facts suggest otherwise. Just last year, the Chinese government took stake in ByteDance company stock, as well as a seat on the board, indicating the government is exerting more control over the company. Now, just so you understand the significance of this, for the Communist Party to appoint themselves to a private company board is an unusually aggressive move even for the communists. 1 month after the board appointment, the person who founded the company stepped down as CEO. TikTok has tried to avoid scrutiny by structuring the company with separate operations in the US. However, the TikTok algorithm is still managed by ByteDance in China. This is the computer code that determines what content you actually see. As we look at this issue, keep in mind that India banned TikTok on July 29, 2020, 2 years ago. Trump started the process to ban TikTok, but when Biden took office, he let the issue drop. I know that some people say, what is the big deal? Why does it matter if China has all of our information? Let's just look at a few examples of the power of social media to shape our lives. Companies like Facebook banned speech about COVID-19 that later turned out to be true, like the strong possibility that it originated from a lab in Wuhan, China. Twitter banned the New York Post for an article on the Hunter Biden laptop right before the presidential election. The laptop contained evidence about Hunter Biden selling political influence to China. The New York Post article turned out to be true. These social media companies control what information we see, which controls our actions. Keep in mind that 21% of Americans say they use TikTok. So the information that is consumed by a huge amount of the population of the US is partly controlled by the Chinese Communist Party, and they do not have your best interest in mind. Senator Ted Cruz describes TikTok as a Trojan horse the Chinese Communist Party can use to influence what Americans see, hear, and ultimately think. The latest TikTok controversy surrounds reporting from Buzzfeed that revealed secret recordings taken from 80 different meetings inside TikTok. In the recordings, staff members openly discuss how TikTok user data can be accessed in China. Some of the quotes from the reportings include, "I feel like with these tools, there's some backdoor access to user data in almost all of them." And everything is seen in China. The revelations from these recordings are shocking by themselves, but what is even worse is it shows that TikTok lied to Congress. Here is a video during a hearing between Senator Ted Cruz and Senator Marsha Blackburn and Michael Beckerman, TikTok's head of public policy for the Americas.
Do any ByteDance employees have access to TikTok user data or any role in creating their algorithm?
Senator, U.S. user data is stored in the United States. Our backups are in Singapore, and we have a world-renowned U.S.-based security team that handles access to user data.
I understand that you say you store it in Singapore. Tell me about programmers, product developers, and the data teams. Are they housed in China?
Senator, like many technology companies, we have engineers in the United States and throughout and around the world.
And so they have access to algorithms and data.
Senator, we have engineers in the United States, and we also have engineers.
So that answer is yes.
Your privacy policy says you will share information with your corporate group. I'm asking a very simple question. Is ByteDance, your parent company, headquartered in Beijing, part of your corporate group? Yes or no, as you use the term in your privacy policy?
Senator, I think it's important that I address the broader point in your statement.
So are you willing to answer the question, yes or no? It is a yes or no question. Are they part of your corporate group or not?
Yes, Senator, it is.
Yes, it is. Okay. Is Beijing ByteDance Technology a, quote, other affiliate of our corporate group as your privacy policy defines it? Yes or no?
Senator, as I stated, that entity does not have any relation to the TikTok entity.
So I'll point out it took 3 questions to get you to answer about your parent. You finally answered yes, that you can share all your information with your parent company based in Beijing. I've asked you 3 times about this sister company that is obviously another affiliate. You've refused 3 times. That may be revealing, often as Sherlock Holmes observed about the dogs that do not bark, it may be revealing that the Chinese propaganda minister that is serving on your sister company and who's been in the business of online propaganda, you're refusing to answer whether they fall under your privacy policy. That reveals, I think, a great deal, unfortunately.
Senator, with all due respect, I'm just trying to be accurate here. There's a lot of accusations that are just not true, and I want to make sure that it's
okay,
clear.
I'm going to give you one more chance, and my time is over, but Look, in baseball, 3 strikes, you're out. Tonight, the Astros are going to begin winning the World Series. Let's see if a 4th strike, you could actually answer the question. And it's a simple yes-no. Is Beijing ByteDance Technology a, quote, other affiliate of our corporate group, as your privacy policy defines that term?
Senator, as I pointed out before, my answer is the same.
Yes or no? You didn't answer.
Senator, I appreciate you're trying with gotcha questions.
It's not a gotcha question. I'm asking about your policy.
Trying to be truthful and accurate about the
Are you willing to answer this question, yes or no?
Senator, I answered the question.
You have not answered the question. Is it another affiliate, yes or no?
Senator, I stated a number of times that entity is a domestic entity within China for licenses there. And
apples are red. You stated something that is not the question I asked. Is it another affiliate as defined under your privacy policy? Yes or no?
Senator, I answered.
You're here under oath. Are you going to answer the questions?
I answered the question.
Or were you instructed not to answer this question?
No, Senator. I'm just.
So you're just not refusing to answer it because you don't want to?
Senator, it is not affiliated with TikTok. That's your question, and that is the answer.
So your answer, I want to be clear because you're under oath. Your answer is that Beijing ByteDance Technology is not a, quote, other affiliate of our corporate group, as your privacy policy uses that term. This is a legal question with consequence.
Senator, I understand the question. As I pointed out, TikTok is not available in China. That is an entity that is for purposes of a license of a business in China that is not affiliated with TikTok.
So for the record, you're refusing to answer the question.
I believe I answered your question, Senator.
Yes or no? Tell me which one it is. Just give me one word, yes or no.
Senator, I answered the question.
You're not willing to say yes or no.
It was not a yes or no question. I want to be precise.
Okay,
I want to be.
Is this company another affiliate as defined in your privacy policy? That is binary. There's not a maybe. It's yes or no.
Senator, the way I answered, I'm not aware that is the answer to the question.
Okay, so you're refusing to answer the question. That does not give this committee any confidence that TikTok is doing anything other than participating in Chinese propaganda and espionage on American
children.
Senator,
that's not accurate. And again, I would point you to.
If it were not accurate, you would answer the questions, and you have dodged the questions more than any witness I have seen in my 9 years serving in the Senate. That is saying something, because witnesses often try to dodge questions, but you answer non sequiturs and refuse to answer very simple questions. That, in my experience, when a witness does that, it is because they are hiding something.
This is a video of TikTok lying to Congress. We know it is a lie because after the controversy from the Buzzfeed article, TikTok sent a new letter to Congress changing their story. In the letter, they explained that the article was correct and that the users in China can access US user data. But they complained that the article was misleading because TikTok was actually working to protect US data, even though they have not yet been successful in doing that yet. TikTok maintains in the letter that they never technically lied to Congress. They have always stated that the servers were located outside of China. TikTok just failed to mention the part that the information could still be accessed within China. I fully disagree with TikTok's statements in the letter. This is what is commonly referred to as a lie of omission. The senator was clearly asking about whether US data could be compromised. TikTok refused to answer the question. That is a lie of omission. For TikTok to respond without mentioning that the data could be accessed in China is clearly misleading. For TikTok to write a letter claiming this is technically not a lie because they did not mention it does not create much confidence in their credibility. What else are they not telling us? What else are they lying about? So here is the issue. Should we allow a company with so much power over our lives to continue to do business in the US after they lie to Congress and they still admit to having serious security concerns over accessing user data? What do you think? Should TikTok be banned? Do you think that TikTok was lying? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Zach from Wolves in Finance. Let's go out and make some money.